Hello friends, a lot many of you have been asking what has really been happening as far as the conduct of the class 10 board examinations. Well, in the last 24 hours, let me tell you, three big developments have taken place in three different states in the country. First, both Telangana and Tamil Nadu have decided to cancel their class 10 state board examinations and decided to promote all their class 10 students to class 11 or intermediate first year as it is referred to in Telangana. This is a total number of 5.34 lakh students in Telangana and over 9 lakh students in Tamil Nadu. That's a huge number. In both cases, their hand was forced by what the High Court said and also the rising number of corona positive cases. Now on Saturday, the Telangana High Court, and we had put out a video on this on Saturday evening, the High Court said that Hyderabad, Secunderabad and Rangareddy districts were COVID-19 hotspots and therefore permission to conduct the state board examinations can be given only in the rest of Telangana. But Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao subsequently decided that that will create too much of confusion and the next academic year, that is the physical classes, will have to wait till the admission process is completed for students from Hyderabad, Secunderabad and Rangareddy districts also. So the decision was taken to mass promote everyone. So these 5 lakh plus students will be given grades based on their internal assessment marks. Okay. Today, the Tamil Nadu government decided not to wait till the Madras High Court also gave a similar order, given the fact that Chennai, the number of corona positive cases has been extremely alarming, much more alarming than Hyderabad and Secunderabad. In fact, during the hearing, the bench at the Madras High Court had asked the state government to explain where is the hurry and why is the hurry to conduct these state board examinations even as the number of COVID-19 positive cases are rising. Now all the 9 lakh plus students have been promoted. How will they be assessed? You would want to know. They will be assessed on the basis of an 80-20 ratio. 80% of their marks will be on the basis of their quarterly and half-yearly examination results. So if you have done well in your quarterly and half-yearly examinations, you are on good ground. But if you have not, you could be in a spot of bother, but nevertheless, you will be promoted to the next class. 20% will be on the basis of your attendance, right? Now the question that arises is, would the same story be repeated in other states where examinations have been scheduled for June and July? For instance, Karnataka has examinations starting from the 25th of June and Andhra Pradesh from the 10th of July. Okay, now if the present trend, what we have seen in both Telangana and Tamil Nadu continues, it's quite likely that Karnataka and Andhra may also go the same way, especially if there is no kind of lag in the number of corona positive cases. I contacted Mr. B. Rajshekhar, who is the Education Secretary of Andhra Pradesh, and he told me that the government will take a call, and I quote him, will take a call depending on the COVID-19 situation in the coming days. So do not expect a decision in a hurry is what I understand. A decision will be taken only closer to the examination dates. So this is for many of you who have been asking me about Andhra Pradesh. In Karnataka also, pressure is being mounted on the Education Ministry by both parents as well as different scholars. They are also saying that the examination should be cancelled. Everyone should be mass promoted. Now this is as far as the state board examinations are concerned. What will be the impact on the CBSE and the ICSE/ISC examinations? We have done videos on what is happening in Maharashtra. The Maharashtra government had said they will not give permission. There was a virtual meeting on Saturday during which the CBSE and the ICSE board officials requested them to reconsider their decision. The Maharashtra government said they will look into the matter. Now obviously, if examinations cannot be held in Telangana, Tamil Nadu for state board examinations, obviously extending the same logic, the examinations cannot be conducted for CBSE or ICSE students as well. That's pretty elementary. Now news from the Bombay High Court, okay, where a parent, Mr. Arvind Tiwari, had filed a public interest litigation against the ICSE board, against the entire conduct of examinations. Let me first remove the misconceptions which many of you have. The High Court was not to give its verdict today on whether the examinations will be held or not. I repeat, the High Court was not to give its verdict today on whether examinations will be held or not. As I had said in my video earlier, Today, the court was only to decide whether the PIL, the public interest litigation, should be admitted or not. That's all, whether it should be admitted or not. It was not able to do so today because the PIL was listed at number 10 as per the court registry, and the court could not listen to more than 8 cases. So now this will come up for hearing on the 12th of June when it is more likely to be listed probably in the first 5 cases. So a higher chance, a better chance of it being heard on Friday. Last Friday also it was the same story. It was at number 21 and only 18 cases were heard. Now let me also clarify the position and tell you what the law is and tell you what could possibly happen on Friday, right? If it is listed for Friday. If the PIL is admitted by the court, then the court subsequently will ask the respondents to respond, the parties. In this case, it will be the ICSE board and it could perhaps also be the government of Maharashtra. I'm not sure about the Maharashtra government, but definitely the ICSE board. Then the respondents will seek time to respond. It's not as though they will also do it immediately and the verdict will be given. It's not so filmy. They will seek time to respond. That is standard legal practice. Ask any lawyer. So do not expect any kind of legal decision to come in a hurry. Okay. It's always good to read up on the law, know the law. It's always good. Now, I am given to understand also, and this is interesting that and important, that the council has appointed very senior lawyers to represent it in the High Court in Bombay. So clearly the council is bracing to fight this legal battle in right earnest. Okay, so that's as far as Telangana, Tamil Nadu and the Bombay High Court are concerned and what could possibly happen in both Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. A lot of information. I hope it is very clear. I've tried to explain it in as simple language as possible, right? My only request to all my dear friends out there is please do not misquote, misinterpret and take out of context about what I have said here. Thank you very much. God bless you.